So this is a normal map with a bunch of different terrain in EU4. This is the simple terrain map mode, and as you can see, there's like grasslands and hills and mountains. Basically, this affects a lot of things. We got deserts and steppes, woods, forests, I don't know what the difference is, grassland. Yeah, very different. Obviously though, in terms of combat at least, it's extremely difficult to go and attack into mountains. If you are invading into a mountain, it's not gonna be a fun time. So for this world, I don't know what's gonna happen. This is a map filled with only mountain terrain. Do you know how long this must have taken? It must have been so annoying. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna be like hell, trying to take even the smallest of forts in this game. I don't know exactly. I mean, I guess some of the bigger, blobbier AI can just throw all their numbers at it and get it that way. I really don't know what happens here though. Like, maybe this won't change anything. We'll just know in the back of our mind that there's nothing but mountains. How are we supposed to, like, eat in a world like this? I wonder if the borders are even gonna change at all. Like, is anyone gonna be able to take anything? No, there's no way that would happen, but maybe. Pretty much everyone's Switzerland. Now everyone gets to know what it feels like to be Switzerland. So maybe no one will attack, no one will defend. It's just, might be a peaceful world, who knows? I guess let's just wait and see how long exactly it takes for, okay, well, Brittany just got eaten. Okay, so things are changing, surprisingly. Let's just get a ground level view of exactly what it's like to battle in this planet. I don't see like is there any sieges happening here? I guess the fort level map mode is also kind of important that we don't normally look at, but yeah, these are all the forts in the world. Not a lot going on in the new world, obviously, but yeah, I gotta keep this in mind. It's kind of odd what's happening in Iberia, where Castile lost territory. They lost 2 things, and Granada's still around, so maybe they're defending better than normal, something? Oh yeah, there you go. Fort defense, mountains, plus 25%. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be an interesting experiment. Well, obviously it's still possible, it's just gonna be really slow. So that maybe confirms my theory. We won't really see a whole lot of change quickly, at least. I wonder if that'd make it easier or harder to keep Ming from exploding. Because like the rebellions are gonna have to actually take things. It's gonna be slower to occupy. Maybe Ming won't explode? I don't know. Obviously, I don't really play this game anymore. It's been a long time. Some of my knowledge is still from like 4 years ago, so don't just take everything I say with a grain of salt. Obviously, I haven't mentioned this yet, but yeah, this is because of the Burgundian inheritance. Castile got this. Sometimes Austria does, so that's huge, because they got all this free land for nothing in a world that might be very difficult to get territory. I'm thinking countries already with personal unions might be powerful, because they just inherit this land and they're good to go. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. Come on, Ming. I know you can stop them. You can do it. I believe in you. Just get someone over there eventually. I feel like I'm definitely not used to... Well, there they go. Dang it. I was just about to say, I'm not used to this, like, green nation doing well in Japan, but... Well, they're dead. I really never thought I'd see the day where I'd be rooting for Ming, but I truly am. Like, I cannot wait for a strong Chinese empire. Just once. Just once. I just want it once. Muscovy's looking pretty strong. We definitely could see a powerful Russia. Again, if my theory about colonization is correct. Oh, Commonwealth just formed. That's gonna throw a wrench in the plan. Denmark has annexed Norway. They still, of course, might get their freedom, and the AI loves to go after the Baltic region. Sweden is still independent for now. We'll see. I also want to see a good Venice. Why does Venice always... I know they have a lot of benefits in the early game, but they always collapse. Like, they never make it. Please, good Venetians. I want to see good Venetians. Iberian wedding has happened. They have annexed Aragon. Spain is formed. They didn't get all of Naples. And look at this powerful pope. What the hell? Ottomans look like they're gonna struggle because they have to fight now the Commonwealth and, of course, the Mamluks, who are looking pretty good. We'll see what they do next. Probably colonize Australia. Keep it going, Timmy. Keep it going. So, well, you have a horde up here that's looking already very powerful. Maybe they'll form Persia or something. Where's you at? I don't like that U doesn't always come. U is like one of my favorites. There's also Uwu. I don't see Uwu either. Portuguese La Plata coming, which is Rio da Prata, not sure. Castilian Brazil and New Granada. So typical faces over this way. Well, except for that, which is probably gonna collapse, but love that Scotland tries. See, I like to see, like, this is probably gonna, well, it became British. Fuck me then. Portugal has the entire Caribbean. We've got Florida up this way. Florida up, wow, that way too. What? Okay. And French, Mexico, Portuguese already wrapping around the west coast. Venice is looking pretty alright, but Bohemia is probably the leader of the HRE, at least at the moment. And wow, Muscovy didn't do what I thought they were gonna do. Pretty early Moguls that have formed, which might maybe give some trouble to the Mamluks. I don't think they care that much. They always want to go after India. India might be in trouble. Korea attacking Japan now. I like the vice versa. We've seen some really powerful Korean AI, and maybe we'll continue to see that because they usually get that like Empire of China thing on their side after Ming falls. French Australia is coming up, which, you know, I've never really thought about how weird that would be in reality. Like, I cannot imagine French Australians. There's also French Peru, but again, I can see well, not really. I can see somewhat Spanish or Portuguese Australians. For some reason, it's French. That seems like a weird, odd combination to me. Britain's not doing a whole lot in terms of colonization. They might get like a British Venezuela, and then obviously they always get Canada, but I don't know. I guess their plan is always to take out other colonies as soon as they get here. How did this happen to Hungary? Hungary at a certain point was doing pretty okay, but then the Ottomans, I think, ate some territory. Or, uh-oh. Wow, Venice. Okay. Please keep it going. Please keep it going. Whole lot of yellow up here, so the Spanish have still not lost the lowlands, which maybe is a sign that they're not gonna lose it because of all the mountains. I don't know. Sweden has just taken a huge chunk out of Norway, and Norway might be, well, they are independent now. I don't know if they're gonna get their things back. Oh, the city. Look at this strong city. I like that. Well, it's not the strongest. I know it's just a city with one province, but you know, it looks cool because it's spread out. But anyways, this horde's already doing really good. Usually hordes from this part of the world have success attacking China. France is looking like it's about to be all alone here in Oceania, although New Zealand still hasn't been gotten yet. Looks like the Spanish or Portuguese will probably get there next. Or the Mamluks. So the Mamluks won't get to Australia, but they are in Indonesia, which is not surprising because they're pretty powerful back in Africa. And they're taking things away from the Ottomans, so the Ottomans are not going to have too good of a game. I mean, they're going to continue to come up this way, but that might not be enough. Really liking that France is still alive, though. I feel like at this point, France has always been dead in the timeline, but they're looking good. They're looking strong for once. Crazy how fast Denmark falls apart. They looked so powerful, and then they just have like one bad age, and then that's it. Norway's back. Sweden's looking good. Norway's back in Iceland, too. Maybe they can get some colonies. Speaking of colonies, it is a huge mess. Spain has most of the control over North America, but there's going to be a lot of fighting, and then in terms of the South, pretty split as well. I like that. It's divided. Yeah, Savoy. Savoy just came back, I think, and now they have good chunk of the Ivory Coast, but I mean the British doing obviously a lot better. Whoa, Moguls going nuts right now. Okay, someone please stop these Muggles. Korea doing pretty good too, as China's now the one being split. Problem for these green guys up here is that Vijay Gagar, but they're okay. They're much stronger than they normally are at this time, so they could push them out maybe. The Netherlands have gained their independence partially from the Spanish lowlands, but they still hold on to it. Crazy to see that. I can't even tell if there's been like not that much border changes. Is it normal? What? Novgorodian Scandinavia and Iceland. Novgorodian Iceland. This is a very different Russia. I don't know this Russia. And Persia has popped out. So look at, they're doing good too. So there's definitely gonna be a lot of infighting between these two, that's for sure. Actually, I don't think this horde's gonna do much more because, wow, this Indian nation's really powerful. Mamluki and Burma, I don't think we've seen that yet, although we have seen a lot of colonization from the Mamluks. Philippines pretty much filled out. Also, it is gonna be kind of split. Although not a lot of power is in the west, but Spain got here. Maybe a little battle happening. The French also got all of New Zealand. A little surprising there. Revolutionary France? What? That is too far-fetched. Way too... I'm sick of this game being unrealistic. And now we have British Scandinavia. What is happening in the Nordic countries? Someone please explain. And British Baltic. So what... A lot of marriages and annexations, clearly. Portugal is, of course, the first place to lose their colonies. We've got Chile and Colombia. We'll see who wins the battle for South America because everyone's gonna be smashed in the middle. And the US. So Spain lost both Louisiana and Florida. Florida became the United States. Does that always happen? I thought Florida just became Florida. Spanish Greenland. That does not seem familiar to me, but well, yeah, I don't think I've seen this that often. Same for Spanish Canada. I don't know why that seems really odd. That seems also just as odd as French Australia. The heart of Europe is still looking pretty interesting though. Look at this powerful Hungary. The Swiss just taking over for like a collapsed Bohemia, and then Brandenburg may be forming Germany at some point. Persia is taking over, but there's a lot of big powers just within this region of the world that it's gonna be a battle to see who comes out on top. Mongol China. Okay, how far did you guys get? they got really far, and then they collapsed at the very end. That's kind of sad. Oh, and then there's Spanish East Siberia, so we will not see a Russia if that wasn't obvious. So Spanish East Siberia might be coming into contact with the Commonwealth soon, maybe. Is that an independent French Peru? What the heck? Why'd their color change? What? I'm pretty sure that's because the Swiss took this colony. What? No. How? Oh, they're dying. No, please. Wait, how is that even possible? Okay, I'm super confused. They took it, maybe because they're revolutionary. They're still doing all right though. These are like native Japanese, I believe, or something like that. I did like a history video. I thought it was like that. I don't know. That's kind of sad. I wanted them to do good. Ooh, these guys grabbing a little bit of Arabia. I thought for a second that they were a part of the same, like this white was similar. That would have been weird expansion, but no, they're different. Oh, that's so depressing. At least we knew that it existed though. I'm just so glad we knew that it existed. French Peru, otherwise known as Swiss Peru, it's gonna get taken out, but that's so beautiful. I don't even think I've heard of this nation before. Also Kilwa might have gained their independence. French were doing okay in Central Africa, not anymore. Colombia taking all of the, well, not all of, but a good amount of the Caribbean from the Portuguese. The Portuguese still have some of these islands, well, kind of most of them. Mountain Nation wins Mountain Video. Okay, they probably didn't win, but in our hearts they won. What the hell? American Upper Peru? The Americans are down here? When they get here? Okay, well, the Americans are super powerful. The U.S. is battling it out with Louisiana Cascadia. I think they're doing better than Louisiana, though. They gotta be. The Aztecs made it all this way. That is super cool. I mean, maybe they were gonna make a comeback. We've seen a lot of Native Americans, as of recently, do pretty well. I'm so happy that Hungary did good. Now, hopefully, they made it at least top 3. I would love for them. Like, I've wanted Hungary to do good for a while. They're in a really tough spot, though. And India has won this game. It has been a very long time. I always talk about how strong this subcontinent is. It's been a while since someone has actually showed it. Great Britain just edged out the US though. That was kind of close. Honestly though, at this point, like it is just a miracle. The Swiss did so well. I don't get it. Maybe, you know what? They might have like a balance to mountains. I bet you. You know how like, what is that thing? There's some sort of ability thing. I don't even know if this really had much of an impact though otherwise. Like I thought, well, definitely territory was harder to take, that's for sure. You know, I always skip over faith and say like, oh, not much has changed. No. Lots has changed. I will say, like, I don't even know what's going on over there in East Asia. That is too bad. That's too gross. I can't look at it. There is still an HRE, which is controlled by Brandenburg, and that's the game. That was weird. I don't know what I expected. There was a lot of mountains, and the Swiss did good. Okay. I'm happy. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Big thanks to the Spooktober patrons: ElphieC, Elijah Senpai, Ruserification, SwissAargau, Maxy G, Bonny, Famme, CooterDonkey, MisterPERKELE, BradenH, Mega Fatboy 2.0, The Hentai Lover, Millatime, Sleeper56, BirthdayDaddy, BallinLikeStalin, Furry, Cruz, Vincent S, Public Education, ElphieC, Mikey. Thank you.